Assalamu alaikum students, I hope everybody is doing well. So in previous videos we have revised the translation of unit number 1 and today we are going to revise the complete exercise of unit number 1. So let's just begin with that. On page number 7 we have this vocabulary portion. Number 8 we have write the contextual meaning of the following words, then consult thesaurus to find out their synonyms. Contextual meaning that we derive from the context. Thesaurus is the dictionary. Synonym means the meaning. Now the words have been given to us. We would have to write down their meanings according to the context, which means the way they have used in the text. First word we have dazzling, which means extremely bright, imagination, creative or fancy idea, remarkable, extraordinary, composed, wrote or versified, preservation, secure, protection or safe, bestowed, conferred, message, communication, superstition, wrong conception, abandon, give up. Then part B of the vocabulary is match column A with B to find the meanings of the words. So I have given the numbers to these words and it would be easier for us to match like that. Column A we have charm, compose, civilization, faith, eradicate, eloquent, bestowed with, demolish, proselytizing, everlasting, embodiment, chaos, verge, wonder, dignity. So as the column B, eliminate, believe, right, culture, attraction, to confer, as a gift, fluent, preaching, destroy, living example, never ending, edge, confusion, pride and surprise. Now we have to match the synonym. Charm is attraction, compose, right, civilization, culture, faith, belief, eradicate, eliminate, eloquent, fluent, bestowed with, to confer as a gift, demolish, destroy, proselytizing, preaching, everlasting, never ending, embodiment, living example, chaos, confusion, verge, edge, wonder, surprise, dignity, pride. On page number 8 we have part C, use the following words in sentences, and students that's going to be your homework. Words are century, sadi, conquest, fatah, influential, baasar, determination, pukhta irada, delegation, wafad, quietly, खामोशी से, urge, ख्वाहिश करना या मजबूर करना, ignorance, jahalat. You are going to use these words in sentences of your own. Then we have this portion where we have to use prefix as well as suffix, and this process is called affixation. Affixation is a process of word formation by adding a prefix or suffix to a root word. Pre means that comes before, suffix that comes after root word or a stem word. So if we add prefix to the root word, that changes the meaning of the word. But if we add suffix to the root word, that changes the category of the word. For example, the word is happy, which is adjective. If we add prefix, that would become unhappy, which is the antonym of this word. But if we add suffix, that changes the category. For example, there was an adjective. Now I have put the suffix over there, NESS. Now it has become as a noun. So we can say that if we add prefix, that changes the meaning, but if we add suffix, that changes the category of the word. In these columns we have examples of prefix as well as suffix that you can see by yourself. Part D we have add appropriate prefixes or suffixes to the following root words to make other words. They have given us words. We have to use either prefix or suffix. As if we have a word one, after adding suffix it would become oneness. belief, that can be disbelief or believable, parallel, unparalleled, justice, injustice, flinching, unflinching, knowledge, knowledgeable, construction, constructive. Now on page number 9, we have this grammar portion, adjectives. We know that thing that adjective is something that modifies noun or pronoun, or you may say that the adjective that qualifies noun or pronoun. An adjective is a word that modifies the noun or pronoun. It describes or point out a person, place or thing, or to tell the number or quantity. Example, as if they have given a famous poet. Famous is adjective. So the adjective is that describes the quality or disquality of the noun. Now we have choose the correct adjectives. MCQ number 1, we have Ashfaq Ahmad was a dash writer. And the options are famed, famous, famously, infamous. And the correct answer is B, famous. Ashfaq Ahmad was a famous writer. Number 2, this is a very dash seminar. Information, informative, informed, informative, informing. And the answer is C, informative. Number 3, we have my mother becomes dash if I get home late. Options are anxiety, anxious, anxieties, anxiously. So the answer is B, anxious. My mother becomes anxious if I get home late. Number 4, we have it is dash to get the correct information from the university office. Options are advisable, advisable, advising, advised, and the B is the right answer. Number 5, who is dash for this chaos? Options are responding, responsible, responsive, responded, and the right answer is B, who is responsible for this chaos. Then number B, we have find out 10 adjectives from the unit and use them in sentences. And this is also going to be your homework that you are supposed to write down on your notebooks. Now on page number 10, we have conditions. Conditional type 1, which is open condition. What is the meaning of open condition? Which means if one condition is satisfied, the other would also become satisfied. And the conditional sentences always start with if or when, but most of the time we use if. Conditional of this type tell us that something will happen if a certain condition is fulfilled. The condition may or may not be fulfilled, which means if the one condition is satisfied, the other would for sure be satisfied. This condition shows the probability. So we have this methodology that we are going to follow. If, then we have subject, base verb, comma, subject, and then we'll be using modals will, may, might, could plus base form. Conditionals are always dependent to one another. Look at this example. If they arrive late, they will miss the bus. So we may say that this condition is dependent on this one, or you may say that both conditions are dependent to one another. Now we have an exercise. Complete the sentences using the given verbs. They have given us verbs that we have to use in the blank. Hurry, give, invite, sell, inform, go, win, help, allow, play. Number 1, we have if I see Aslam, I'll dash him to dinner tomorrow. I'll invite him to dinner tomorrow. Number 2, we have if I dash out, I'll turn off the TV. If I go out, I'll turn off the TV. If you dash tricks on people, they will not trust you again. If you play tricks on people, they will not trust you again. Number 4, if the farmer sells all his kiwi fruit in the market, he will be very pleased. So here the question is, why did we use sells? Because farmer is a singular. So with the singular we use singular verb, and in singular verb we add s or es. Number 5 we have I'll dash you with your homework if I can. I'll help you with your homework if I can. Number 6, I'll dash you ride my bike if you like. I'll allow you ride my bike if you like. Number 7, will you dash this basket to Auntie Sophie if you see her? Will you leave this basket to Auntie Sophie if you see her? Number 8 we have if we dash we'll catch the bus. If we hurry we'll catch the bus. Number 9, will you dash me if you are going to be late? Will you inform me if you are going to be late? Last we have if he works hard he will win the competition. Then we have part D. Put the suitable verbs in the given blanks. Number 1 we have I dash living in this house since 1970. Options are has been, have been, was, will be. As if time has been given, that is the sentence of present perfect continuous, we'll be using have been because with I we always use have. I have been living in this house since 1970. Then number 2 we have he dash here yesterday. Options are has come, came, will come, come. So from the yesterday we got to know it's the past tense. So we are going to use came. He came here yesterday. Number 3 we have if you dash I shall be available. Options are will come, have come, came, as if it's the condition type 1. So we'll be using base form. If you come I shall be available. Number 4 we have he dash take the examination next year. Will have, will be, shall. So we'll be using will. He will take the examination next year. Last we have he dash to us tomorrow. Comes, will come, came, had come, and the answer is will come. He will come to us tomorrow.